BMF was a massively successful organization. That organization just happened to operate one of the biggest cocaine distribution networks in the United States. Short for Black Mafia Family, BMF was a multi-million-dollar drug enterprise that was run by Demetrius Flannery, aka Big Meech, and his younger brother, Terry Flannery, known on the streets as Southwest T. Demetrius and Terry were as different as two brothers could be. Demetrius commanded attention. He loved the spotlight and everything that came with it. As for Terry, he was totally fine with laying low and staying off the radar. But don't think for a second that meant he didn't live lavishly. He did live lavish in the shadows. Even though the Flannery brothers are certified street legends, they didn't set out to become drug lords. Unfortunately, the only money-making opportunities their hometown in Southwest Detroit had to offer involved dealing drugs. The Flannery brothers were teenagers when they decided to enter Detroit's cocaine trade, and they were good, real good at dealing drugs. Their hustle was so on point, they went from selling $50 bags of crack to moving multiple kilos of coke in record time. By the late 80s, the Flannery brothers were a solid mid-level cocaine distribution outfit operating under the Black Mafia name. By the early 90s, the brothers connected with a notorious cocaine kingpin who would supply them with so much coke that the only way to move the drugs was through a sophisticated distribution network that would have to operate in several states. When it's time to set up shop out of state, the average drug dealer tends to use the approach with the locals. But the Flannerys were different. They weren't your average dealers. Inspired by the leadership styles of reputed Detroit heroin dealer Doc Davis, the brothers used a more diplomatic approach when setting up shop. As far as the Flannerys were concerned, it was better to do business than start beef. And what did diplomacy bring to the Black Mafia family? Money. I'm talking real money. The kind of money that allowed the Flannerys to afford the finer things in life, and then some. By the turn of the millennium, the Black Mafia family era had officially arrived. The organization grew so big, the founder had to operate in different states. Demetrius in Georgia and Terry out of California. In Atlanta, Demetrius was considered nothing less than royalty. Every night, the man, also known as Big Meech, could be seen balling out of control at Atlanta's hotspots, along with a platoon of BMF members, all of them drenched in platinum and diamonds, and making it rain with what seemed to be an endless supply of cash. While Demetrius and crew were dropping 100 racks a night in Atlanta, Terry was laying low, lavishly though, in California. By 2003, life was definitely good for the Flannery brothers. At this point, BMF's run was 20 years and counting. It seemed like the Flannery's run could last another 20 years, until Demetrius was arrested in connection with shooting death of P. Diddy's former bodyguard, Anthony Wolf Jones.